Chapter 36. Kimari, Black, age 22, October 4th, 2025. It was my birthday, and I wanted to be with my family from sunup to sundown. So when my son asked me to go to his football tournament, I jumped at the chance, accompanied by my eldest daughter. It was a relatively cool morning in Jacksonville, and we enjoyed sitting on the sidelines cheering. Sometime before the start of the second game, I noticed Kimari walking across the field. She stood out to me, and here's why. There were a lot of young men playing, and girlfriends dotted the sidelines cheering them on. Many had clearly taken time getting ready for the morning. But what struck me about Kimari was that she looked like she had just rolled out of bed and come straight to the field. And I mean that in the best possible way. She had on sweats, a tee, her hair pulled back in a ponytail, no makeup, and the way her boyfriend greeted her, the way he looked at her, said everything. It made me sit up and wonder who she was. So when she sat behind us, I was tickled. Not long after, I asked her if she would talk with me for a little while. Kimari is 22 and from Jacksonville. She went to Westside High. After high school, she began working for the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. My first position with JSO was dispatcher. I didn't realize I liked law enforcement until I got that position. Answering phone calls was where a spark ignited. It all started with just taking people's calls and then watching how it goes from just a call to a whole investigation. The way law enforcement works got my attention. I wanted to take it to the federal level. Kimari is studying physics online at Arizona State University. I needed a STEM degree to get into the FBI. I just started at the beginning of this year. I'm majoring in physics. When I asked where she saw herself in 10 years, she didn't hesitate. Definitely graduated, probably married, and career-wise, definitely already in the FBI for sure. I asked about her family life now. Technically, I have a large family, but I'm close to my immediate one. My mom, dad, and siblings. She's the second of 4. I have an older sister and 2 younger ones. They're twins. The twins are 20, I'm 22, and my sister's 25. She smiled when I asked if she wanted kids. I definitely want at least 4. That's the minimum for me. Big families are so cool to me. When I asked about fear, she got quiet. I'm scared that I won't make the right decisions in my life to live the way Christ would want me to. And then I'll die before I get a chance to get my life together. I understood that sentiment. Raised in the church, when I was younger, I often felt the same way. Now my fellowship with God feels more rooted in grace. Or maybe it's just at this age my choices are. Kimari grew up in church too. We used to go to this little church my dad found. I don't even remember the name. They sold the building, so we all kind of went our separate ways. I'm still searching for the one I want to call home. The conversation pivoted to her boyfriend. She told me he also works in corrections. We met, she said laughing, when I was training his class for dispatch. They've been together about 8 months. Her kindness struck me, and I asked how she stays that way in a world full of division. She answered without hesitation. It's never been hard for me to treat people well. I don't care about people's political views or religion. It's not going to change how I treat them. Even people who have hate in their heart. That's a show of their character. But I couldn't see it in myself to stoop down to that level and be mean to them. And about social media, when people are being ignorant online, I just scroll right past. I'm not pouring myself into somebody else's negativity. It's not going to do anything for me. Then I told her what made me want to talk to her in the first place, how she showed up just as she was. She cracked up laughing, and so did I. Honestly, I just worked 12 hours. I got up at 7 in the morning and came here. He wanted me to be here for him. I don't really wear makeup. I don't even know how. I wear eyeliner, but that's it. When I asked if she'd always felt that secure, she shook her head. No, actually, I didn't get comfortable within myself until about 2 years ago. I used to hate the way I look. But one day I just stopped trying to look like something I'm not and started enhancing what I do have. That helped. I wanted her to get more specific. To me, she was very attractive. She says she can look at herself in old videos and see how she didn't feel good about herself, how that's changed. And she's been walking in that confidence for a couple of years now. I love that for her. I love that she was articulate, had big goals she was already seeing through, that she chose to come out to an event where others were about impressing the athletes on the field as herself. No enhancements whatsoever, take me or leave me. I don't know, it felt like a quiet revolution. Because from this view, I know that kind of self-love changes things. It steadies the ground beneath you. It radiates from a place that can't be faked or performed. It comes from the soul, and it lifts those around you. Thank you for such a lovely gift on my birthday, Kimari. This is truth, and truth always rises.